Thanks for joining me on yet another episode of the Launch Challenge, where we play the 3-4-2-1 and we come up with strategies on how we can play against different kinds of formation. Yes, today we're going to be playing against the 4-3-3. Don't forget to let me know what you think of the format below. Why did we pick Lens? Because I think it's going to be quite interesting trying to get a team into the Champions League. And they are not your typical top 4 side in the French league. And don't forget, we also have a side experiment. We've delegated youth development to our staff. Yes, we're not doing anything. We're not touching it. We just want to know how they do. Because over on the Porto Training Diaries, I actually have a hands-on approach there. I fire the staff. I hire new staff. We've not done any of that here. We want to know whether there is a distinct difference between the two. Naturally, be better to compare apples to oranges, but we started a new save. We just want to find out what the percentage growth in CA is going to be after a season. And because I'm itching to find out, we'll actually pop in and check on a few of those players today. Now, if you like these kind of shows or if you have questions, I stream like 5 times a week over on this channel. We do a journeyman save with Birmingham at the moment, and then on Wednesdays is Bring Your Tactics, and you can always pop in at any time to ask me questions or just say hi. And we also do the playthroughs. There's going to be a schedule I'll try my best to follow where videos come out on these specific days. Without too much ado, let's look at our tactic. Now, do we call this a 7-2-1, 5-2-2-1? I don't know, man. Seriously, honestly. If you're going to ask me this question about tactics, I really don't know. I mean, it looks to me, it transitions into a 3-4-2-1, which is the reason why I call it that. Yes, we've got a few players. Junior Anana will be suspended for this game. We have a match coming up against our next opponent that's playing a 4-3-3. Yes, so what do we do against the 4-3-3? Honestly, when it comes to the 4-3-3, I want to keep it simple. We can go on and on about all kinds of approaches, but this is my approach. It's really very easy to understand. Control the center or destroy the opposition's hopes of doing that. We want to isolate the attack pattern. So I want to create a problem for them so that they end up playing the ball long towards the attack, and that means our players have a chance to intercept the ball. It's as simple as that. For a long time, I resisted the urge of doing videos where, I would explain how you should adapt to different kinds of formations. The rationale is quite simple because, formations can change. There's so many different varieties of a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3. So there's no one rule that fits all. So I want to keep things simple. Dominate the middle, make it hard for the AI to do so, and isolate their attack pattern. So whenever I'm creating any kind of a tactic, my goal is to play that way. So I don't change the way I play. I just tweak it slightly against different kinds of formations. Before we jump into the save, let's just quickly check out how our players have done in terms of training. We just barely half a season in, so let's just go and pick this guy. All right, so training and development progress. That's not too bad. Okay. All time, let's not look at that. Last month, okay, in 1 month, he's had improvements in strength and he's got a lot of other attributes heading in the right direction. That's not too bad. S-Man is doing a decent job. Pick another one. Here we go. Progress. Okay, this is a bit iffy. He's got plenty of potential, apparently. Wow. All time, this is phenomenal growth, man. In just 1 wow. This guy is gone crazy. Okay, in just the last month, yeah, definitely some improvements. I mean, everything is going north. I mean, not everything, but most of his attributes that are interesting, like concentration is going up, anticipation is heading up. Yeah, all these are heading up. This is pretty interesting. And if you look at it for the last 6 months, that's pretty good development. Like I said before, you can leave it to the ass, man. Let's pick another guy. Inimani. I'm going to close my eyes. So you guys might be thinking I've pre-done this. Okay, let's go. Who's this? Goalkeeper. I never train goalkeepers, okay? I've never bothered with goalkeepers my entire life, and we had to land on a goalkeeper. Okay, all time, not bad. Commander Viria, I mean, these are low benchmarks anyway, so it's not that bad, okay? All right, okay, 1 month, still okay. Close my eyes. Okay, who's this guy? Ryan Fofana. All right, oh, must be another Fofana. Okay, last month, wow, in 1 month. In 1 month. That's good. Anticipation has got up. Off the ball has got up. All time, holy guacamole. This is just August, September, October, November, December, January. Honestly, see this? Like I said before, this is going to be interesting because we're going to find out how this team has done after a season. And I won't be surprised if it's very close to schedules that you're doing on your own. If you go to the under-19s, you go to training, you will see that the under 19s manager has got them all training specific roles. That's good. I mean, some of them are position. This is a position. Most of them are roles, right? That's good. And goalkeepers all training positions. He's got ball winning midfielder on support. That's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty balanced. It's going to be in tune with Mark Pembridge's preferences, right? He has got some preferences. His preferred formation is a 4-4-2. And he's got ball winning midfielder, central midfielder. He's got Mazzala and Ngosh. So he doesn't really follow the 4-4-2 formation, right? So it's pretty interesting. Like, okay, we don't use an Ngosh too, but he's got one player being developed as an Ngosh with attacking movement. And you notice that most of these players have got additional focus. Let's pick one of these players up. Suleiman, training, what is he doing? Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so central defender on cover, Fode Sila, he's also developing quite well. He's done quite well. I mean, I'm quite impressed so far with what the assistant manager has done. Or rather, the manager has done. This might be a counter-attacking setup. Now, some people might think player or defense doesn't sit with counter-attacking. I tend to agree because you'll find your build-up play, your center mids are going to drop a bit deeper. Now, what I like about that is when the center mids drop a bit deeper, if you have playmakers, they can look up and they can see the run available to play it. So what I have actually is a sweeper, keeper, ball-playing defender, register. Now, these three players can do counter-attacks. If I had ball-playing defenders, then I'll have too many of them trying to hit balls over the top, so I don't want that. So this, while it's more possession-based, and if you look at our performances so far in the league, it's pretty impressive. In terms of possession, we're one of the higher teams at 60%. The only team that's beating us is PSG. Let's take a look at our formation. Right, our formation has been pretty standard for the whole season. Cautious mentality. Occasionally, I turn these guys to attack duties. I turn on counter press, depending on the formations that we play against. Now, most of these like 4-4-2s, I tend to be quite attacking. The thing here is this: we want to be pushing higher up the pitch. I need to be attacking this 4-3-3 and giving it issues, especially in the center of the park. So what I plan to do is be a lot more attacking with this. So first things we're going to do is notice the shorter passing. Even if I change the mentality, my players are going to keep the ball quite well, right? So we are still on shorter passing, but they may take a few more risks with the ball. But I'm also going to go on attack now. This wingback is going to go on attack. Occasionally, you might hear fireworks. When we play, we're going to put this white centre back on attack, and I'm also going to play this white centre back on attack. So I've got a lot of attack duty. So he's going to be attacking. These two players going to attack. These two players going to attack. So basically, I'm defending with these three. Or rather, with these two most of the time. Okay. So we're going to play on a higher tempo as well. We're going to counter press. And we're going to play much higher line. And we'll step up more. So we are squeezing as much of the play in their half as possible. The reason why I'm doing this is very simple. I don't have much of a bench. Right. I don't have a second player that can come on for Summit. This is Pierre da Costa. He's on loan. He's okay, right? Compared to the player who's usually been playing that position, which is a good question. Which is this guy. This guy's okay. We're gonna use our own player. All right, so here we go. They, as you can see. Right, they're playing a 4-3-3, Mazzala, AP, DM. So if I push high up the pitch, they got two fullbacks as well. The other thing I want to do is I want to hit the early cross. Right? Because I want to attack them before they can settle into a defensive shape. This is an extremely risky thing I'm doing. Right? Playing high up the pitch, attacking mentality. I probably won't have a lot in terms of possession, but I want to put the early pressure on them. I'm playing away from home as well. So this is one way of playing against the 4-3-3. My way. Attack. Cabo with the ball. We're already in their half. Same is on a yellow card already. I mean, talk about his desire. We get into the area. We get ourselves a penalty. Yes. We charge. I don't know. It looked like a dive to me, man. Yeah, but it's a penalty. Okay, so we're getting a penalty. Who's stepping up? Shotoka. All right. He steps up, he shoots and passes to the goalkeeper. It's great catching practice with the keeper. I'm sure he's going to get a lot of confidence from that. So Toka, on the other hand, man, the goalkeeper must be his friend. Okay, that's good. We are putting a lot of pressure. He shoots and we score. But it could be offside. Referee is gone to the VAR And VAR is checking it for a possible offside. It's not. It's been awarded. It looks like a complete FUBA defensive error. This is why you're playing high up the pitch. And we've got hard tackling set on those center mids as well. Okay, so good. We got our goal that we wanted. Okay, so now you look at this press. When you're attacking, they take a lot. I mean, the team generally is taking a bit more risks. There we go. The other thing about play more risks, we could opt to ask players to take more risks, but then that would only just affect passing. It affects everything else. Movement, decision making on the pitch. Yeah, we don't do that. In fact, what we're going to do now is go into this. Come here. Take a few risks. Yeah, okay. No more funky stuff from you. You take a few risks. And you take a few risks. Okay, it doesn't just affect their passing, it will affect their movement too. I can't do it to him. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, so taken the early lead. Check with the ball. Corner taken. Danso clears it. And we are in trouble. I don't see us defending this very well. Good block. All right. Okay, and Lawns. Okay, we got a free kick. Pereira da Costa. Ooh. Okay, come up. Now you can take risks. Okay, please. Thank you very much. Okay, Haidara back to Fortes. Shabani can't get that. Haidara wins the header, or it does not. We have a throw in. Okay. We got Pierre Gabriel, not Peter Gabriel. We could do with a song or two, but unfortunately we're not allowed to. This is YouTube. What a pass to Shinoka. He shoots. The keeper makes a great save. I need the register is trying those kind of crazy passes now. Cabo goes to the far post. The keeper gathers that. He's under some pressure, the keeper. Lawns now 61%. Yes, we're all over them. We're all over them right now. 59%. Remember what I said earlier about this passing meter. Right? Okay. That's something to bear in mind. All those you guys who love very attacking mentalities, you can still get possession numbers. I'm not as great as when it's on lower mentality though. Okay, so 35 minutes. They're getting back into this game, as you can see. Now they're trying to play more we're playing the game. Most of the game is being played in their half. So they're still keeping the ball rather well. Okay. The question is, do we have the players? Right, Cabo and Haidara. Okay, we're going to take off Cabo now and bring on Machado will come on first, and then Frankowski will go for Cabo. We get fresh wing backs on either side, which is going to be very important for the way we play. Okay, we've taken the lead. Now, do we want to take the risks? I don't think so. Okay, we're going to play this guy as a white centre-back on support and this player as a white centre-back on support. We don't need to push so much because we've been putting a lot of pressure on that back line. Then midfield, Machado, corner. We could end up conceding a goal because I was thinking about doing that at the start of. Okay, that's good. So that's good news. Okay. CD, DPD. Okay, their center has not been playing well. Their DM has been playing quite well. All right, I'm going to go to the opposition instructions now. We go to opposition instructions. Let's find that DM. All right, we're going to look out and find the DM. He's here. His name is Sissoko. We're going to time mark him, trigger press, show onto foot. We're going to make it harder for him to have a good game, I'm hope. All right, now the challenge is, who do we substitute? Yellow card or man who's tired? We're going to go for man who's tired. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured or get sent off. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left. They swapped to a 4-2-3-1. They're going to attack us on the flanks. This is the time we swap. We know the strategy for this. We're going to go white centre back on defense. White centre back on defense. And we're going to keep this. We'll play this one on support. Right, so we now remove this counter press. It's standard, right? We do this all the time. Now it's more possession centric, positive. We could go down to cautious as well. Yeah, we're just going to drop the tempo slightly. All right, we're going to leave it like this. Okay. Still continuing to squeeze play with a couple of minutes left. But we have reined in our players here. All right, we're going to make one more substitution. Oh, no, we can't. I think there's only three allowed. So Toka, good defending there from our fresh wing back. Turns back. Fortes, Samit, Machado, the wing back, finds Shabani. Shabani's in some space. Can he get into the area? He crosses the ball. Shotoka's header is just wide. Okay, 48%. This has been quite a gritty game. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's there's a lot of things that we did in this game, man. 4-3-3. Okay, so what's the logic behind playing against a 4-3-3? It's really simple. You do not want that 4-3-3 to get out. The thing about a 4-3-3 is you kind of need to know what those fullbacks are doing. If the wingbacks are attacking, they've got space down behind them. But if they're playing fullbacks, then there's probably going to be not a lot of space because it can be quite defensive, right? But the problem is, if they're allowed to build play up, they take their own sweet time to build play up. And so what I wanted to do was put a lot of pressure on those fullbacks. Instead of allowing them to play inside, we've also got OIs on the fullbacks, right? What I do with this formation is I'm telling those fullbacks you can only cross the ball. So you can only play down the line. You can't come inside to your DMs. This is slightly different. If you want to see the OIs for my tactic are slightly different now. For this formation, I play a different set of OIs. Here we go. You see the fullbacks out kept wide, and we did the same thing. The only difference was towards the end because the DM was playing so well. We decided to tight mark the DM and do this. So we put pressure on the DM and we showed him wrong foot. Because the outstanding play in that formation was the DM, and we wanted to remove him as a passing link as well. So that kind of worked for us in our favor. But of course, they changed to a 4-2-3-1, and I at that point I stopped paying attention to their formation, and I completely stopped paying attention to OIs, to be honest with you. So let's talk about what I learned, right? Against a 4-3-3, we need to pressure the flanks, play higher, shut down the DM. Okay, done. Now, we played an average side, right? A team as good as us. But they were playing a fullback, so I will remember this. Because the fullback's not going to come very high up the pitch, they're going to pass inside. So what we did was, we played with a higher defensive line, maxed out our pressing, and of course, we raised our defensive line. And to put even more pressure on the center, we got our wide center backs involved in transitions as well by turning them to attack duties. Our wide wing backs went on attack duty, so they give us the full width of the pitch. Now, we have more players around our central midfield to support them as we are transitioning the ball. Don't forget that the tactic was played on attacking, but remember we were using short passing, but we increased the tempo, so now we're moving the ball around a lot more faster and we're getting our players up the pitch a lot more faster. So yeah, I was kind of happy with the way we played. Will this be the way I play all my 4-3-3s? At least I got those notes down. The theme, of course, on today's show is how would we take our 5-2-2-1 and adapt it against the 4-3-3 DM. Our next match, yes, as it turns out, it's against Toulouse. They're playing a 4-3-3. Again, they've got one fullback, and this time they've got one wingback on attack. Right? It's not like the last formation. And they got inside forward. So this is generally a bit more of an attacking flank. We can expect some damage down that flank. So we know this is what we do. Pressure the flanks, play higher, shut down the DM. Average size where fullbacks are used. That's what we do. We play higher mentalities, attacking mentality. We play the wingbacks on attack, the wide centre back on attack, the tempo higher. We raise the defensive line. We go max pressing. Now that is aggressive, right? Okay. Okay, so we'll do that. We're going attacking. We're going to go max pressing. Max D-line. We're going to step up more because I forgot to add that. We're going to have a higher tempo. Okay. We're not going to hit early cross. We've already raised the defensive line. Okay, so we got this. But remember, there's one flank which has got a role that is on attack, right? So we're gonna play wing backs here on attack. We're gonna do a wing back here on attack. Previously we had double attack duties, but this time we're only gonna have one attack duty. Okay. Yep. This is exactly the setup that we're gonna use. We're not gonna change anything else. So we kind of set it up already. Oh yes, opposition instructions. Correct. The DM. Yep, we got love on the DM. Done. Okay, let's go. This should be interesting. I love it. No, I mean, I used to keep notes a long time ago when I played this game. I don't know if this is going to work again. All right, match is underway. Toulouse have the ball. Okay, that's not good news for us. And it's blocked. Nice work from our defender. Sotoka Shabani. He doesn't exactly have electric pace. And poor decision making, but the pass wasn't so good. At least he go. Beggars can't be choosers. So far, we haven't done anything in terms of an attack. We're defending. So far, we defended okay. Playmaker, he shoved off the ball. And they're putting pressure, but it's not enough. as Toulouse managed to move the ball around. Something I was afraid of them doing. But Sotoka, the poacher, gets the ball, shoots, and he misses a great chance for us to take the lead. Okay, first half, we'll just throw. Absolutely unacceptable. It's true. It is absolutely unacceptable. I mean, both teams aren't playing fantastically well. Cabo with the throw to the Costa. Cabo back to Danso. The ball playing defender plays it to Fofana. He switches play to Haidara, who plays it safe. Shabani looks for Shotoka, but this should be our ball. Yep. Okay. The poacher back. Shabani goes out wide to the wing back who's on attack duty. He takes them on. The white centre back pushes it through the middle. It's a beautiful goal. That's the point of the pitch we wanted to attack them on. Because they have players that are pushing in the area, and we get enough surge from the white centre back on attack, gets the playmaker pushes it to the poacher. It's a brilliant goal. It's a brilliant goal because it came down this lane where they have a Mazzala who's in the half space and a ball playing defender who might make a mistake. Okay, so now we've got Jimmy Cabo. We're gonna take him off. I'm surprised he's playing so badly. We're gonna take him off and we're gonna bring on Poreba. Poreba and Fofana will swap positions. We're gonna leave this and go carry on. Frankowski is on the pitch. He does a simple throw to the poacher. Poacher is in the area, shoots the keeper. Okay. I guess that's safe. Pierre Costa with the corner. Puts it into the area. It's going to be played back in by Fofana. Drives to the line and passes it to the goalkeeper after all that effort. Be comfortable. The wingback, he's not playing very well, huh? So, but it's a good result on the day. We managed to get the result. We pushed them down. We protected the flank where they might have a wingback on attack and an inside forward, but we went down the other side of the pitch where they were expected to be a bit more creative. And we continue to win. Okay, so we've come up with this formula of sorts. It's more like a guideline. So let's look at all the formations that we've already got. So we've got this, the 4-3-3. I'll have to name it. Then we've got the 4-4-2, the 4-2-4 DM. We've got the 5-2-1-2. I mean, there's more strategies here, right? We've got average size, good size, what we do against the 5-2-2-1, because this is a similar system to the one that we're using, a 5-2-1-2. We've got a 4-2-3-1, 5-2-1-2, and a 5-2-2-1 DM. So we've mapped out our strategies. Now, the next episode is, how do we do? Right, we're gonna just go through as many of these games as possible and try and see how our strategies have worked out, whether we need to make a few changes or not. And along the way, take a look at how our youth are doing in terms of their development. It's pretty interesting because it's actually kind of fun doing this, because I've always wanted to create these kind of notes and then share them with you guys. And I feel that this is actually a good way of doing it. Along the way, I learned something, and I'm hoping that maybe you picked up a thing or two too. Or if you have your own strategies that you want to share with me, I would definitely love to hear from you. And in fact, I would definitely want to try them out myself, because these are my strategies. They're not like what everybody should be doing, right? So if you have your own strategies and you think they work as well, let me know in the comments below. Would definitely love to hear from you. Meanwhile, you guys stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.